This guy is helping them. This guy works for Home Affairs. He's hiding Nigerians here. This guy. He's been hiding this guy. He shows us this guy ID and his ID. Why is he show us the passport of that guy?
This is my ID. This is for appointment card as an immigration officer. I don't know what are you talking about? You understand?
You and the drug dealing.
This guy must be arrested. This one. We demand this guy. Here's his office. If you can check it. There's a
In Middleburg, Mpumalanga, members of March and March exposed what appeared to be a Home Affairs official running an illegal operation in his own home, allegedly hiding undocumented Nigerian nationals and manufacturing fake IDs for them.
Yeah, if you take your document, it's not ID. We are an immigration officer. I'm assisting Kenneth.
Then you're helping them now. This guy is helping them. This guy works for Home Affairs. He's hiding Nigerians here. This guy. He's been hiding this guy. He shows us this guy ID and his ID. Why is he show us the passport of that guy?
He will show you his passport.
Why are you helping those people here?
Yeah,
must account to him. This guy must account.
My guy. I'm not going
You must account to him.
I'm not going to argue with you. That's your opinion, my guy. That's your opinion, my guy. And for who? For who?
This guy will take with me this one.
I'm from here. This is my ID. This is for appointment card as an immigration officer. I don't know what are you talking about? You understand?
You and the drug dealing.
This guy must be arrested. This one. We demand this guy. Here's his office. If you can check it. There's a This guy is making
Yeah, you're saying 50 Sadex Street. Sadex Street is not here.
That's 50 Sadex Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sadek here. How?
That is
$1 million. Papers, no paper.
Number 50 is
Papers or no paper. What the always distinguish. You're going to take yourself. Always distinguish. Okay, we're showing you camera. We are here. This guy We are here to work. You as a police. You as a police. You as a police. You must cooperate with us. Listen, you. You're going to listen to you now. You're supposed to be with us here. And Jackie, we are doing the wrong thing. Let's go. We are from time the same way as the PDM. We are intervening right now. This guy. What's that woman?
no.
They can say,
last time among address
it was supposed to be you helping us. You are hiding the foreigners here, where, Chief? Where,
That's your own opinion. Your own opinion.
You are corrupt, where? Yeah, what piece you are using to make those documents? It's your own opinion. What are you supposed to be taken in with?
On which condition? According to which subsection?
You are hiding the foreigner here. This comes from the leader. What are you going to tell us?
Without your consent.
I mean, I will open a case against you.
This is not an isolated case. The SIU has confirmed the existence of a well-coordinated, highly organized syndicate embedded deep within the Department of Home Affairs, allegedly selling visas, permits, and South African citizenship to the highest bidder. According to Lekgetho, corrupt officials were charging individuals up to 40,000 rands for a single study visa.
Gets a study visa for 5 years, meaning that you can be in the country uninterrupted for 5 years. So another 5 years come again, you get another study visa. So a person will continue with study visa until they are more than 20 years in the country, whereas they are not studying anything. So that's one aspect of it that we found. And another aspect also, there was an issue of the work visa, where it was also abused. And there was also exceptional skills work visa, permanent resident permit, and citizenship neutralization, and business visa, and also the retired visa. In terms of the retired visa, you'll see that a person will come here, at the age of 40, saying, I'm coming to retire. So that's a kind of mechanism that was not there. But coming back to your question, we are working together with the department. They've put measures in place. We have done the systemic recommendations so that they can address all the issues that we have identified. So currently, they are addressing all those issues, and we are working well with them. So we can say that the tap has been closed in terms of those aspects.
Let's talk about those 4 officials that were identified by your report, because what you told us back then was that these 4, they earned less than 25,000 rand a month. But listen to this, collectively, they received a total of just over 16 million rand in direct deposits. And it is income that was found to be disproportionate to their legal income. And so it brings into question the importance of lifestyle audits. First, give us an update on whether criminal charges have followed against these employees, but also equally important is the importance of lifestyle audits. How quickly does government need to get this going?
Thanks, Koli. In terms of the firstly, as you know that as we investigate, we do refer disciplinary to the department, particularly when we found that an official has misconducted themselves. So we did refer that, and the department currently is busy with the disciplinary process, and also understand that one of the officials resigned, in the face of disciplinary. And remember, in our process, mostly, even if you resign during the investigation or the process where we found you, we make sure that we freeze your pension. So this particular official, other one resigned before we came in. In terms of criminality, yes, we have referred criminality to the National Prosecuting Authority, and I can safely say that we met with the NPA, and we also met with the Asset Forfeiture Unit so that they can able to preserve some of the assets that were illegally gained. So there is traction in terms of the prosecution side, and together with the disciplinary side. And also the investigation is still ongoing. Remember, it's a quite number of official, the visas that we have found. Based on what we have found, we have referred to the department so that they can start the process. But the investigation is still ongoing so that we can uncover more, particularly on other visas. For example, there was issues regarding the pastors and prophet, and there was also issue pertaining to the asylum seekers, and there was also issue about the syndicate that were operating with the official. So the investigation is still ongoing in terms of our process.
Just finally on this matter, we had the president addressing at the weekend, particularly on illegal migration issues. And I'm just wondering, and I'm sure the ordinary South African is wondering during the course of this conversation, just how deeply